Day seven. A lot of you always ask me about protein powder and supplements and so on. So today, this video is going to help dispel any of the myths or misconceptions around protein powder, what it actually is, and the best ways to have your protein that's going to be effective for weight loss. So, to start, I'm always been amazed at how much everyone has their own opinion on protein powder and also all the marketing claims of protein. So today I'm going to tell you the story straight and what the hell protein powder is all about. We have to start with the molecular makeup of protein, and you can see that it's 2 carbon, 2 oxygen molecules, and 4 hydrogen molecules, and then it also has 1 nitrogen. Now, carbohydrates and fats are made up of carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen as well. The only thing that's different with protein is that it has a nitrogen molecule. Then we've got to break down this even further. So we're going to break it down into the amino acid profile. So this is what a protein looks like broken down further. And you have all these little amino acids which make up a protein. So you can see the amino acids here. You have phenylalanine, leucine, cysteine, as we break it down even further. Now, 24 of these make up a protein, and there's actually 6,000, but we only know of 24 in science at the moment. And the 24 that we know, we've then broken them down into protein that is essential and then non-essential. So essential amino acids are obtained through the diet, and then non-essential amino acids are then synthesized by the body. So basically meaning we have to get these essential amino acids, they have to be obtained through the diet, and the only way we can do that is from an animal product. So animal products, milk, meat, chicken, dairy, fish, etc., gives us a complete source of protein, 24 amino acids. Plant does not have the complete profile, and this is where, when you're vegetarian, you start to miss out on a few of the complete sources. Unless you're drinking milk and eating fish, then obviously you don't have a problem. Now, the next thing we have to look at is the recommended daily intake of protein, and this is coming from the Australian government, from the National Health and Medical Research Council. We use this at uni all the time, this is the nutrient reference values for Australia and NZ. Okay, so we look at the age, and we're looking, women 1930 to 31 to 50, typically, that come through the program, and they're recommending 46 grams per day. The EAR is the estimated average requirement, and they're putting you on 37 grams per day and 46 grams per day as a recommended daily intake. For weight, now this is for general population who are not exercising. This is just to freaking live. Like, this is just to make sure you have enough protein to make new red blood cells, and this is the bare requirement, so you don't die. Then obviously we have to look at what's optimal for weight loss and toning and keeping your muscle mass and everything else like that. So we look at the 3 different body types to work out how much protein you require. Now, you have 3 different body types: ectomorph, you have a mesomorph, and you have an endomorph. Now, your ectomorphs are kind of your marathon runners, that are on the leaner side, not so much muscle mass, quite thin, for guys and girls. Then you have your mesomorphs, which are kind of your bodybuilding guys, or your netball, basketball players, or athletes are kind of going to be your mesomorphs. They've got a little bit more muscle belly, tend to be a little bit leaner, and these are your mesomorph type body type. Then you have your endomorphs, and they're a little bit on the higher end of the scale. A little bit more body fat, but a little bit more muscle, a little bit more stockier, etc. These tend to be your endomorphs. This picture here will kind of put in perspective of what body type you are when you're female. So ectomorphs are here. She's quite thin. Then mesomorphs is kind of a little bit more athletic, and then endomorph, is on the other side of the ectomorph scale. All right, so you can check that one out. And then what we do is we start to look at the recommended daily intake for weight loss on the different body type. Now, remembering that mesomorphs probably don't require as much protein as the other groups, 1.2 grams per pound of body weight to 1.3, and then ectomorphs so on, and then endomorphs 1.4 to 1.5. For you ladies, this is normally around 150 to 180 grams per day of protein. Remembering, if we go back to this slide, the recommended intake was only 46 grams a day, or 0.75 gram per kilo. Now we're going to pounds on this one, so it's about 3 times more protein required, and you're 150 grams per day. All right, so then we start to look at a protein powder, and the protein powder really just helps you out with the cravings of sugar, and helps get a protein source in when you can't be bothered eating. And whey, if we look at protein powder, and we're going to break protein powders down at the moment and how they're made, whey is one of the 2 major sources of protein found in milk. The other is casein. So when they start to make milk, you can see here in the glass, this is your whey, and then this is your casein or the curd, and this is how we make cheese. Now at this point, whey protein or whey is only 92% water and about 1% protein. So most of the whey supplement powders available contain sweeteners and flavorings, and between 65% to 85% protein by the dry weight. So this is what you're paying for. You're actually paying for the whey, for them to extract all of the whey protein out of here and put it into a protein powder. So there are 3 primary forms of whey protein. You have a isolate, you have the concentrate, and you have the peptides, the hydrolyzed peptides or hydrostates. The WPI is the highest quality form of protein, so this is what I look for most of the time when I want to get a protein. The first ingredient should say whey protein isolate, and it's usually at least about 90% protein. Then you have your concentrate, which contains low level of fat and low levels of carbohydrates, and the percentage of protein can vary between 30 to 90%, normally average about 50%. And then you have your whey peptides, which are rich in essential amino acids. If we go back to the other side, that they're found in food, these are your essential amino acids. So hydrolyzed whey peptides are rich in these, and the peptides are added to most of the whey formulas to boost the protein content. All right, so these are your 3 different forms: isolate, concentrate, and peptides. And this is why Optimum Nutrition is one of my favorite proteins, because it involves, or it has in the product, the isolate, the concentrate, and the peptide. So this is why I recommend the gold standard whey protein isolate from Optimum Nutrition, and this is why I stock this one, because it's the best on the market. If you have a look at the nutrition panel, ingredient, protein blend, whey, protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, and whey peptides, artificial flavors, lecithin, aspartame, potassium, and then aminogen, which is their own little brand thing, and lactase. Okay, so they're putting a lactase in to help digest the protein. So you're not getting a soy-based protein, you're actually getting a milk-based protein, and it's from whey. Then the other thing to look for when you're buying a protein powder is to look at the serving size, which is 29 grams, and then how much protein am I getting? And I'm getting 24 grams. So 3 grams is carbohydrates and 1 gram is sugar. So you know that this is a high quality protein powder because look at the ingredients. There's no fillers in there. There's no cheap fillers. You're getting isolate, a concentrate, and a whey peptide, and 24 grams is, so I think that's about 80%, 80-90% is protein, and then you've got 3 grams of carbs, and you're good to go. So they haven't enriched this either with vitamins and minerals, which is why I'm another fan. There's no vitamins and minerals added because we can get that from the diet. All right, so this is why I recommend Optimum Nutrition. I recommend having it for breakfast, or you can have it after training, or you can have it before bed. I would recommend only 1 or 2 shakes per day, and I would recommend 1 scoop with low-fat milk, berries, and chuck a banana in there. All right, so if you're looking for a protein powder, Optimum Nutrition, there's obviously a few other brands out there that are pretty good as well. But for the most part, I recommend Gold Standard, and I have it here for convenience. I probably make $2-3 a bag. It basically makes the gym look good, and it's convenience. You know, you don't have to go anywhere else to buy it. And a lot of the places won't have the little pouches. They'll have the bigger bags for $60-70. So this gets you to be able to try it first, and if you do like it, you know, I can order you a bag in at a good price, or simply just go to the nutrition shop and buy away. So, look, I hope this helps you. This is Protein 101, and if you have any questions, just post in the comment section, and I'll get back to them. All right, so keep up the good job, and I'll see you in class.